Arisha, the American Minstrel Show is the oldest form of entertainment in North America. Think about that. The indigenous art form in America is the minstrel show. Most people don't know about it, but highly implore you to take a look at it and research it. Those very same stereotypes exist today. Burt Williams was the first black person to don blackface. Which is more interesting is that Burt Williams is not from North America. He is from Bahamas. Now, I'm not saying that they didn't experience, chattel slavery, but what happened here in North America is very specific to our ancestors. So for Burt Williams to come over there, leave Bahamas, come to the United States, put on blackface so he can make it an entertainment is just highly devastating to black people. He was able to perpetuate a stereotype that laughed at the inhumane treatment that us black folks had went to, all for money and to be accepted by these white people. So what is more interesting is that beyond that, that's the first form of entertainment. Blackface has never stopped. Now people willingly do it and not know that they're the butt of a joke that has been saturated all throughout media that shoots out these negative and consistent stereotypes about black people that was used as psychological warfare, and it's a psyop to legitimize the negative treatment of black people that are all based on negative stereotypes. None of that is true, right? And we'll use this for an example. There's been consistent stereotypes against black fathers on how absent we are, how I'm absent-minded, all up in the jails, crime, living a life of crime or whatever. But a report from the CDC states of all parents that are the most involved, black fathers are involved the most out of any ethnicity, right? So this is just an example to show you on how these stereotypes are damaging and they're false. And many people who do not share our same ethnicity, but they share our same skin color, will get on media and present something that is completely false about black people. So take a look when you see the on the media, on news. You got your movies, songs, and not only that, your IG feeds, your Facebook feeds. Do not think twice that these agents will not be on there constantly giving a negative stereotype about us black people, and question that. Why is it all the films there's dysfunctional black marriages, polygamous and monogamous, that there's dysfunctional black families, that everybody has parents that strung out on drugs, there's all the single mother that's always by herself struggling, there's always dysfunction between mother and son, father and son, a son kills their dad, everybody wants to be a rapper or an athlete, and you think that this is the only type of black folks that exists. And then people are so foolish to think that this is reality, and they will go and create that in their subconscious, end up perpetuating a lie, not knowing that this was used for psychological warfare. Black folks who can't be the mat that society wipes their feet on, and all of these psyop things are definitely not true, and they're damaging stereotypes. None of this is true. So blackface never stopped. People now willingly do it, all for a little bit of money. And think about Burt Williams and the stuff that he did, was that he was willing to just wreck the character and the reputation of black folks, make light of what we went through. And what is shown in the history books is not what really happened. Black people were cannibalized. These white folks ate black people. They castrated them. Gynecology was actually found by them practicing on slaves without any type of medicine. Black babies were cut out of the black mother's stomach and stomped on. There were people that were burnt. There were people that were drowned and thrown overboard. There were black babies were thrown to alligators for bait so that they could hunt them. And this dude comes here and laughs at the things that we didn't went through. That makes a spectacle about the events that we went through. So again, I know there's miseducation. People really don't know what really happened during slavery. However, the truth isn't too hard to look for. So when we have this, and we know from the earliest point that America is making all of the films, they're making all of the media to make a mockery of black people and to wreck the psychological health of black people. And what do you think is being promoted in these movies now? And it's such a shame that when we see things that speak about black traditional religion. There's always someone that has something negative to say about it, but you've never seen a positive movie about the Nteru, the Vodou, the Abosom that actually helped free us from slavery. You'll never see a movie about that, right? Some are starting to come out on Netflix, but for the most part, us black, like, you would typically not see that. I'm glad that Sinners are starting to, came up, which is a good spin. But how many movies have we seen about Kemet? Not one. How many movies have we seen about Knesset? On how, the quote-unquote Nubians, how they're bringing the culture up, or how they establish civilizations. How many movies have you seen about a healthy black polygamous family? You haven't seen that, and they won't let you see that. How many movies have you seen with successful black families, successful black businesses, as if they don't exist? How many movies have we seen like the C.R. Patterson, who made an automobile and arguably could have made it before Henry Ford? We don't see those. We don't see those movies. Movies about black autonomous societies, black autonomous medical industries, but they'll keep showing you the same thing on repeat and recycle, and then we think this is the most that we could achieve. Is cooning out for some money on IG, cooning out for a little bit of material wealth. But while our doctors' offices are becoming less diverse, or there's not a lot of people to train, or when there's not a lot of therapists of color to go through, or where there's other people that aren't in existence, and it gives out the illusion that these things don't exist. So it's all through deception, and it's not the fact that we weren't able to achieve those things, it's the fact of what they show. So the American Minstrel Show, the most indigenous form of American entertainment, Burt Williams was the first one to don blackface, and blackface still exists to this day, but people do it willingly.